G'day legends and welcome back to the episode of That Slot Car Guy News for a Tuesday. We have got a monster lot to get through. There's a couple of free giveaways in there, Scalatric and Carrera, and my giveaway is fast approaching, so stay tuned for all the details. But before we get stuck into the news for a Tuesday, a word from our official news sponsor. Today's news is proudly brought to you by Slot Mods, established in 2008, makers of the finest slot car raceways in the world. Let's race. So welcome back to another episode, and a huge thank you to Slot Mods for sponsoring the news segment of our channel. They allow me to do the news regularly. Please check out their socials linked in my channel description and this video description. But let's dive headfirst into some car news, because we have plenty of news to get through today. First up, we have Slotted with two incredible cars. Now, Pendle did post a pic of these arriving at the Pendle's HQ. Very jealous. I have to admit, these snuck up on me. The Chaparral 2F67 24-hour Daytona. I didn't forget about it, but I forgot how close it was to release. And look, Pendle does have it. And probably my favorite out of the two, I'll go on a limb and say this, is the Mercedes C-Class, the Jan Magnussen 1996 ITC. Big fan of that car, big fan of the 90s racing. So two of these are available at Pendle. Of course, shop at your local if you don't shop at Pendle, and support your local business. But two more amazing slotted cars to add to your pit box. So next up, let's visit Scalatric. And talking about visit Scalatric or Hornby, have you checked out my latest video? I did tour the UK on a Slot Car Fest 5-day bender. That was day one. Check it out, it's my latest video. Some really good stuff in there. If you are in the UK, go visit Hornby. It's a really good centre. And I actually did learn a lot and saw a lot of stuff that I did not know existed in the world. Of course, I couldn't show any behind the scenes R&D stuff, but I did show enough to wet your whistle. But let's move on to their posts. And we've got a VW van, the Michelin van. Now I know someone who's a good friend of the channel, Marty Ford, will be bang up for one of these. He does love his vans, and I join him on that. I think the vans are really cool. What's your thought? Do you have the vans in your collection? I did miss out on the Porsche branded van. I wish I didn't, but this one is an absolute beauty. And let's move on to one of the first giveaways from the major companies. Scalatric is giving you a chance. Please check out their socials to win the Only Fools and Horses Twin Pack. Really cool set. I don't have this, so please enter for me and have some fun. So a nice little giveaway from Scalatric. And check out my latest video where I did go and visit the legends at Hornby. So next we have Fly Slot with some 2023 club news. If you are a Fly Slot Club member, this is right up your alley. I'm not, I really should be. I will look into that. But first we have one of two cars that they are releasing for the club, and it is a Renault 5 Turbo Cali. Love this color. I don't know what it's called, but the color looks incredible. So if you want one of these, I'll tell you how to order it in a tick. And the second one, we only have an announcement, not an image. It's the Renault 5 Turbo Oxido. It is the rusty version, so a rusty collection. So I'm guessing it's a rusted out version. Any more news on those two, I'll bring it to you. If you do want one, it's one each per person. You can start ordering it from June the 9th through to September. And if you want to order it, you have to email club@flycarmodels.es. I'll put it up here, and also I'll link it in the video description. So FlySlot 2023, two very good looking cars, one that I can see. So I just want to quickly update the fly information I provided. A lot of us have got it incorrect. I think we've interpreted it wrong. So there's been a statement that's been put out. The two cars that I mentioned, the two Renault 5 by Fly, you can still order those by using the email that I've given. They are not, and I'll say it again, they are not club cars. Anyone can order them. It's one per person. They will be still announcing the club car on the 9th. So stay tuned. Once I know what that is, I'll update the news in the future. Again, unfortunately, the information was a little bit confusing. To have cleared that up for all of us, and I want to update you guys before this video went live. So next up, some news from the legends at Carrera. The first is another incredible post by the social media team. This beautiful machine is the DTM 2022 championship winning car, the BMW M4 GT3 Sherbert Motorsports Car 33. But the second post is our second big giveaway from the two major manufacturers, and you can win one of the 1/24 scale digital limited edition Lolas that I did show on the news last week. Now, if you do want one of these, they are a club car at the moment, and I believe there is a set date, which I can't remember what it was, that everyone can purchase, so check out their website. But you and a friend can win one of these. Yes, these are limited edition. They are going to be highly sought after. All you have to do is follow their socials, read what they say to do, and you and the person that you post can win. So if you want to chuck me in one of those posts, please do it. That'll be a free ticket for whoever posts me, because if I do win, I'll be giving it to one of you. So there you go. If you want one of these 1/24 scale limited editions Lola, check out Carrera's socials and make sure you follow the instructions. And a quick bit of news with Carrera, I am definitely visiting them. I'm organising a date as we speak. I'll be going very, very soon, almost as soon as next week, just to film the Carrera World itself. And then me and my good mate, Slot Car Dude, check out his YouTube channel. We'll be going down there for a couple of showdowns on the track and a little bit of fun, so stay tuned for that. So next up, some news from our good friends at Hobby Classics. I do invite you to go check out their webpage. It's changing all the time. They do source secondhand, hard to find goods, but they also do a little bit of R&D. And we do have a car that is available, the HCP-215 Mercedes-Benz L319 Dunlop limited edition to 75 units. This thing looks really good. The case looks incredible. You get a collector's card. A really good job by Hobby Classics. I did say check out their website because there's a lot of R&D going on, plus they find some weird and wonderful stuff if you are a collector like me. And also an announcement by them, they are stocking Pioneer. So if you do normally shop at Hobby Classics, one of my favorite brands, Pioneer, is available through them. So go and check them out and support Hobby Classics. So next up, some news from BRM, and I did find this through a good friend of mine, Slot Pixel Bugs. He is on YouTube. It's a Spanish channel. Please go check him out. He does tell you to put on his closed captions so you can read it in English. He does a really good job and gets a lot of information that I sometimes can't find. So we do share what we can. And of course, he does news like I do, reviews and everything else in between. So cheers, Slot Pixel. Good friend of mine. Check him out. And he is showing a Porsche, looks like 1/24 scale by BRM. Now I know they are making some new cars. I don't know if they're available this year, but they are making some new cars. This might be just one of them. If you have any more information on this, please share it. BRM, if you are watching, please reach out to me if there's any more news you can share. In regards to the news, please check out Slot Pixel Buzz. We've got a lot of option now for news. It is good that we have options. If you don't like my news, you can watch somebody else's. So please share the love. But yeah, another one from BRM. So next up, some HO love from Auto World. Now, I got this information from the Round 2 YouTube channel. I'll link the full video down below. Follow them on YouTube and Instagram if you like Auto World and some of the other amazing brands. This is where you get your monthly dose of information of upcoming stuff and newly released stuff, so check them out. But here's a couple of snippets from the video itself. First up, a new Tooling 240Z HO slot car. It has the light covers, rear spoiler, looks really cool in 2 variations. Next, we have the older 240Z in 2 variations, no light cover, no rear spoiler, so you can see the difference. Next, we have the Monster, the Supra in race and normal. Looks really, really cool. I'm a big fan of this molding. Check that one out. And to round out the JDM goodness, we have the Mitsubishi Eclipse again in 2 different variations. But it doesn't stop there. We also got some kits. We've got the Deluxe Pit Kit Chevy Bel Air. Now this is a white kit. You can build it up yourself, paint it. Really cool idea. Next, we have the Thunderjet 500 Pit Kit. There's some metal options in here. Some of the options in there used to be plastic. Now we have metal. I believe it was the gearing. Number 3, we have the X-Traction Deluxe Pit Kit Datsun 240Z. This is the new molding in a white kit. Again, build it up to your liking and paint it. We have the 4-gear Deluxe Pit Kit 59 Caddy Ambo. Looks really cool. Again, another white kit. And to round it out, the Super 3 Deluxe Pit Kit. This is their best chassis or their fastest chassis. The 2015 Chevy SS stock car. Check out their YouTube channel, Round 2. Follow them on Instagram and you'll get some monthly dose of goodness, whether it's die-cast cars or slot cars. You never know until you tune in. So for parts, pieces, and everything between, let's check out Fly Slot's 132 scale figures, which I found on the Pendle Slot website. Some more options for us when it comes to figures. I'm a big fan of dressing up a track. Not that I can, because I'm always tearing one down, but I think options are good. And talking about options, we have Velassor's version of the 1920s Bugatti Racing Team figures. Look very well detailed. We know Velassor do a good job with their cars, their static models, and now their figures themselves. So check them out. Of course, check your local seller. I found some of this information on Pendles. You might be able to find it at your local, but of course, support Pendles, support your local. So a very, very late entry by the boys at Magnetic Racing. I've just received the text, hence why I'm in my plain clothes, and I wanted to get it in the news for you tonight. A new kit they have just finished. It's the IFC stand, the chicken stand. The colors look very familiar from a shop that I like eating at, but you can color it whatever you like. And the person on the logo looks very familiar. Looks like one of the guys from Magnetic Racing. So there you go, a new kit from the team. Cheers Magnetic Racing for getting the news to me as quick as you can. Let me know what you think about this one, and of course check out their website for ordering details. So what's happening in the world of slot cars? Well, Scale Auto's Resi-Span Eldora Cup has come and gone over the weekend. Looked incredible. I did share the live stream on our Facebook group, That Slot Car Guy group. It's incredible how they've got two identical tracks. They are standing back to back. We'd love to visit one of these one day and film it for us for YouTube. So let's see if I can make it over there. But well done to Scale Auto on another incredible race. So next up we have NSR showing off their Abarth in action on, I believe it's their factory track, the Monaco track. Now, if you don't know my good friend Nemus, he did post a really good video and it's had over 2 million views on Instagram of this beautiful track. So there is the Abarths in action. I cannot wait. I did miss out on the first release of these. These are the Repsols. Looks good, the track looks good, and I wish I could actually go visit the NSR factory. Well, I'm in Italy next week, so maybe I should try and pop over. So there you go, some Abarth in action by NSR. So next up, some rally action from Staff Slot Cars UK, and I'm probably gonna get shot for the pronunciation of this, but I'm gonna give it a crack. It's the USK Valley Stages Abergavenny 2023. Now this looks like a very well run event. There's some trophies, there's some prizes to be won. I believe there's 8 stages, so 8 different tracks. I've only shared a couple. Please go check out the full video linked on the Staff Slot Cars Facebook page, which takes you to YouTube. Check out the YouTube page as well. It's good to see that it looks like rally is healthy in the UK. I know Spain does it well, now the UK does it well. So hopefully we can get some more footage of this in the future, and I'll try and pop over and try and film some, but there's some rally action from staffs in the UK. So next up for you Aussies down under, a very important race is being held in July at Show Us Your Slots. We need to back this one. It is the official Revo Slot 2023 Australian Championship, of course backed by Revo Slot. So we want to make this one a great success. So all the providers, all the manufacturers support racing down under. So jump over to Show Us Your Slots, sign up, check out their video. I've showed you some of their tracks, incredible place, and Aussies get behind, support this one, the Show Us Your Slots Revo Championship 2023 in Australia, and I can't wait to see the results. So today's show and tell goes out to Magul Angle RH Cyril. I hope I said that right. This is one of the most epic drops I've ever seen on a slot car track. Of course, it's a rally track. It's done well in Europe, but what a drop. I dare anyone else to challenge this. I'd love to set a height challenge and see how far we can drop a car down. So a really cool video. Shout out to Magul. Keep up the good work. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with next. So that's a wrap on today's episode of That Slot Car Guy News for a Tuesday. Huge thank you to the news sponsor being SlotMods. Check out their socials linked in the channel description and the video link down below. Thank you for watching. I did try and mix up the news this week. We had a lot on our plate. My giveaway is fast approaching, the NSR 2022. It is the red one. The red did win. I think it was over 180 votes. So let's call it the Ferrari F1 2022. Stay tuned for that. There will be a catchphrase. NSR me will be the keyword you have to put in a comment very soon, I will tell you. But as always, at That Slot Car Guy on Instagram and YouTube. If this is the kind of stuff you like, please consider subscribing to the channel. But be safe, take care, support your local. Ciao. Today's news is proudly brought to you by SlotMods, established in 2008, makers of the finest slot car raceways in the world. Let's race.